Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing good. Listen to this. Today we're getting into Claressa Shields. And yes, we'll touch a little on Remy Ma, but this is mainly about Claressa. As you already know, last night was a big fight, crazy hype, social media going wild, everybody locked in. As I mentioned in my first reaction and quick recap, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't fully give what I thought it was supposed to give. But let's be real, when you step in there with someone you know is above your levels, sometimes the performance just isn't gonna feel dramatic. That said, I did notice a couple of early rounds and one near the end where the heavy-hitting diva showed flashes and made it interesting. There were moments where she actually gave Claressa something to think about, and Claressa herself admitted that the heavy-hitting diva can crack and hits hard. The heavy-hitting diva also jumped on Instagram, basically saying, "Listen, this wasn't the result I pictured. It's not what I hoped for, but I appreciate the supporters." But hold up, the way she and Claressa smoothed everything over so fast afterward had me side-eyeing a little bit. It almost felt like, okay, is everything cool now because the check cleared? Or is this about keeping at least one solid ally in the boxing world? Either way, we'll see what Claressa decides to do next. One thing I definitely want to get into, though, is that outfit Claressa wore walking into the arena. So I don't know about y'all, but to me, that whole look felt a little Remy Ma inspired. It was really the jeweled detailing that made me think that. The top was covered in jewels and the bottom had that dress vibe, but the entire ensemble was kinda confusing because she paired it with sleeveless fur. And on top of that, she stepped out in flip-flops. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to figure out what the overall vision was supposed to be. But regardless, that's what Claressa Shields pulled up in, y'all. So again, for me, it was definitely giving Remy Ma's jeweled dress influence. It seems like for certain big moments, Claressa likes to tap into that jeweled aesthetic, and we've seen her on red carpets recreating that same energy. Even down to the hairstyle with the deep side part, it was kinda giving a Remy-inspired starter pack, if we're being honest. So that's that. Now we also need to talk about Papoose in the club. He really wasn't giving Claressa much attention at all. I'm gonna mute the clip for copyright reasons, but y'all can clearly see what's going on for yourselves. So I'm recording this, and I've really been peeping something about Papoose. It feels like the second the lights, cameras, and action start rolling, his whole energy shifts. Y'all remember how the announcers confirmed during the fight that reality TV cameras were everywhere, especially from ZEUS Network. Suddenly, that's when Papoose remembers what PDA looks like. That's when he's like, let me give Claressa a quick kiss on the cheek while the cameras are locked in before she hits the ring. Let me slide in and make it visible, you know what I'm saying? Then, once he's in the ring area and they're spotlighting him and everything he claims he did to help make the moment happen, now he's hugging and kissing her again for the cameras. But as y'all saw, I played the clip twice. When he thinks nobody's watching or caring and Claressa Shields is off celebrating her win, living in her moment, Papoose is glued to his phone. He's locked into that screen. The shades go back on, he's back in his own world doing whatever he's doing. I just found that very interesting. But that's the game Papoose plays, right? And that's exactly why I feel like if Claressa is truly serious about real love, that golden love she talks about, Papoose would honestly be last on the list. But again, that's her choice. If she wants to publicly move around with a married man, that's on her. We're still going to discuss it though, as long as that man is legally married and there's no divorce decree in sight. Now, what we really need to get into is Claressa stepping to the CEO of ZEUS Network over that alleged fight between Summer and Lex. And listen, I don't watch baddies, and I don't really tune in to ZEUS programming like that. I've told y'all before, I tried to give that Love Cabin show a chance because I thought it was going to be more of a legit dating series, kind of like Love Island, based on how it was promoted. But the second it turned into baddies energy and people squaring up and swinging, I was out. I tapped out. Because that's not what I'm trying to tune in for. At this point, it feels like ZEUS took Flavor of Love and put it on steroids. They really took the Flavor of Love and pushed it straight into chaos. And every time I say this, I mean it. I don't even have to watch anything on ZEUS Network because pages like The Shade Room and all the neighborhood blogs are going to post the baddies clips anyway, showing folks fighting, yelling, and going off. Now, with that being said, since Claressa Shields clearly has some kind of show or documentary in development, I'm curious what direction it's going to take. I don't know if it'll be strictly boxing focused, centered on her and Papoose and their so-called golden love story, or maybe even a family-style reality setup similar to Keisha Cole's old show. I'm not sure what tier production we're talking about here, but we do know it was confirmed that something is being filmed, and even the announcers mentioned the reality cameras in the building. So my question is, what does that mean for Franchon Cruz DAZN? Is she getting a percentage if her moments air, or was that already negotiated? And then there's Claressa appearing ready to press Lemuel, as I said, and we're about to get into that clip. It's almost like she feels untouchable over there, like she's the Beyoncé of ZEUS and can call the shots on what airs and what doesn't. But I'm not sure she fully understands how reality television really operates.
Summer with me tonight. No. So, yeah, make sure I'm summer with me. Okay. I know Lex got me. You know who got who at. I watched ZEUS Summer with us tonight. So, okay. Uninterested. Crystal right there.
So basically, what went down is Lex allegedly beat Summer up pretty bad, and from what people are saying, there was barely any security stepping in. And Claressa Shields was basically like, hold up, where was the security at? I had Summer, but where was the protection, right? But here's my thing. If Lemuel Plummer truly wanted to clean up ZEUS and elevate the content, he absolutely could. If he wanted to shift the tone of the programming, he would have done it already. But at the end of the day, Baddies is Natalie Nunn's creation. That's her brand. That's her baby. So if Claressa is pressing Lemuel like that, she might also need to have that same energy for Natalie. Because when it comes to Baddies, Natalie is one of the key decision makers. That show runs through her. But I honestly don't think Claressa fully understands what she's stepping into with reality TV. And I don't know if it was Papoose who encouraged this move, or if maybe she admired how Remy Ma and Papoose were portrayed on Love and Hip Hop and expects that same polished edit. Because ZEUS doesn't operate like that. Their formula is drama, confrontation, and viral moments. It's not about keeping things light, positive, and drama-free. It's not about protecting your image or making sure someone else looks like the villain every time. No, that's not the ZEUS blueprint. And I really don't think Claressa realizes how this could play out for her. ZEUS isn't prioritizing how you look. Their mindset is you're getting paid, you're gaining exposure, so what's the issue? In Lemuel's world, if the chaos is generating numbers, there's nothing to fix. But I will say this, it's going to be very interesting to see what this show actually becomes, whether it's a documentary, a relationship-focused series, or something else entirely. I'm curious how Lemuel chooses to edit Claressa. Are we going to constantly see her arguing or clashing with someone? Are we going to keep seeing Papoose in the background with the shades on, glued to his phone? Or is it going to spotlight family tension and outside drama? Is Claressa gonna confront Lex herself to defend Summer? Where is all of this heading? And after the way she looked like she was ready to press Lemuel, how is this partnership supposed to function if they're about to go into business together? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if Lemuel Plummer starts feeling like it's too much to manage, too many complaints, too much back and forth, too much extra, he can easily pull the plug and say, listen, I already deal with enough chaos across my other shows. He could very well be thinking, I was just trying to do Papoose a favor, but if this is turning complicated, we can move on. And speaking of ZEUS Network, can we talk about why their social media manager captioned that BADY promo and undercard score recap all the way up during fight weekend? Y'all know that's the hit song featuring Remy Ma. Like, come on now, you can't make this up. You really can't make this up. That's what I'm saying. They absolutely value what Claressa Shields brings in terms of clicks, views, and attention. But let's not act like there aren't still loyalties and fan bases that ride hard for Remy Ma. There's history there, there's respect there, and that's something you can't just erase because a new show is in development. Let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.